talked a little bit about establishing a strategy within a company. And it sounds like this perspective that you're expressing is from your experience of having been in-house. And in fact, when you were in-house, you were helping to manage large portfolios of trademark and copyright interests for, pretty significant companies, right?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And, that's not to say that every trademark lawyer has to have had an in-house experience, but I will say that for me, I feel like I just gained so much as an attorney, having been on the client side. You really start to understand how important budget is, the way that different business units align. I learned so much having spent my time in-house, and particularly for such a large portfolio. You learn so much about all of these issues we've just discussed and what goes into a strategy. Because if I don't care how large your company is, to protect and maintain, every single mark the company uses in every single country, is an impossibility. So you have to think through these things. And, intellectual property, I think, is important from the client's perspective, because I used to say, look, I'm the one part of the legal department that can actually help drive revenue forward. It is an asset. It's important, but the budget is always top of mind, and you want to do things in a cost-effective way. And dealing with all of the different international issues and developing relationships with foreign associates around the world, that's something that, I don't know that I would have learned without having had my time spent as in-house intellectual property counsel.
So we've kind of blurred the copyright and trademark conversation, but in a sense, a lot of these companies, their main asset is their intellectual capital. If you're working with a software company, software as a service, or if they've got code for software that they're selling out there, the big thing that they've got that's got value is that intellectual capital, and they have to make sure that they're protecting their interest in it so that it's able to have value in the market. And if you go to sell a company, we're doing a lot of M&A work, and a lot of the due diligence is around whether those intellectual property resources are really properly protected. So you're involved in that kind of transaction as well, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And that's always a topic of discussion, particularly with younger companies. It's easy to want to save money and maybe not think about certain things right away as you're trying to ramp up your business. But I always say, look, if your ultimate goal is or might be an exit strategy and selling the business, I'm telling you that thinking about your intellectual property early and often makes a lot of sense, because those potential acquirers are going to take that very seriously. And if you're a young company that has your intellectual property in place from the beginning and you've protected it, you're going to be a much more attractive target. And so, yes, I work often with one of our partners here, Kathleen Kelly, who does a lot of M&A work, and I really enjoy assisting her, which I've done recently. And I think the client was very happy.